Hello students, we are discussing about chapter 1, that is crop production and management. In the first video we discuss about the introduction, some terms like crop, agriculture, horticulture. Now in this video we will study about preparation of soil and sowing seeds. In the last video we discussed about there are various tasks which are performed by the farmers to produce crops, and all the tasks I have told already. They are called agricultural practices. The first of them is preparation of soil. Preparation of soil is the first step of growing crop. Before growing crops, first of all there is need of preparation of soil. Preparation of soil is necessary. Why preparation of soil is necessary? So that is because during preparation of soil, soil is loosened and leveled, manure is added. So during loosening the soil, it is plowed and turned upside down. Soil is turned upside down. So lower whatever fertile soil is there, that comes upward, so that plants roots can absorb nutrients. So there are various factors because of that soil preparation is necessary. As loose soil has a lot of air trapped in it, whatever loose soil is there, that traps a lot of air trapped in it, which is used by the roots to breathe easily. Roots get oxygen to breathe because loose soil traps more air, and roots get oxygen to breathe. Students, in animals, whatever respiration take place means whatever taking up oxygen take place. For that there is a particular organ. As in human beings, the taking in oxygen take place through the respiratory system by the lungs. But in plants, different parts have their own parts to take the oxygen from the atmosphere. As leaves take oxygen from the stomata, stems, whatever thick stems are there, they have lenticels, through that they take oxygen. Roots absorb oxygen from the root surface. So roots also breathe, roots also need oxygen to breathe. So whatever loose soil is there, that traps more oxygen, and that becomes available for breathing to the roots. And loose soil allows roots to penetrate into the soil easily. During growth of the roots, roots easily penetrate into the soil, and if the soil will be hard, then roots will not be able to penetrate into the soil. That's why also preparation of soil is necessary. Loose soil help in growth of the earthworms and microbes in the soil. But various microbes are found in the upper layer of the soil, that is they help in, they provide nutrients to the soil and add in further loosening the soil. Means they provide nutrients to the soil, as whatever earthworm is there, that is also called farmer's friend. So that eat the soil and that break down the complex substances into simpler substances, and that make available the whatever organic materials are there. By breaking that, that make it the nutrients of that available to the plants for the absorption, and that help in turning soil also, that make holes into the soil and take out soil from downside to upside, it and help in turning the soil. So turning and loosening of soil brings nutrients rich soil to the top, and turning, when soil is turned during plowing, when soil turns means downside soil come upward. So whatever downside nutrients are there, whatever organic materials are decomposed inside the soil at the lower level, that comes upside, and whatever plant roots are there, they are able to find that nutrients and they are able to absorb that nutrients. Loose soil mixes more uniformly with fertilizers. Whatever fertilizers or manures are added into the soil to increase the fertility of the soil. So in loose soil that mix easily. So this process of loosening is necessary. Loosening and leveling of soil. Leveling is necessary. That is because so that it can be sowing seed may be easy, and irrigation also becomes easy if the soil means surface of the field will be even. Then the irrigation means supply of supply of water will be easy. Means every plant will get evenly water whatever will be supplied. So leveling also necessary. So that's why preparation of soil is necessary, because it traps a lot of air that provide oxygen to the soil. It help in growing the various microorganisms that help in increasing the fertility of the soil and in turning the soil. It help in penetrating the roots into the soil. So that's why preparation of soil is necessary. Of how it is done? So soil preparation is done by loosening the soil. Of loosening is done by ploughing or tilling. It is also called tilling. So ploughing is done. That may be done by bullocks, that may be done with the help of tractor. During ploughing, big chunks of soil comes out, and they need to break them. For breaking them, leveling is done. Leveling is done with the help of either wooden plank or iron leveler. So that help in breaking the big pieces of soil and that make the field surface even. Breaking of big chunks is necessary. That is because that help in easily sowing seeds, and that help in making the land surface even. And manuring also. So three steps are required in preparation of soil: ploughing, leveling and manuring. Manuring is necessary. That is because in every season crops are taken, so nutrients in the soil may be deficient. So to increase the fertility means to supply the nutrients into the soil so that plants can grow easily. Means plant can get sufficient nutrients for their healthy growth. So manuring is done. Manures and fertilizers are added during preparation of soil. For ploughing, either earlier it was done with the help of bullocks. Nowadays very rarely bullocks are used for ploughing the field. Nowadays most of the ploughing is done with the help of cultivators, means that it is dragged by tractors. And that help in means that takes less time. Ploughing of land with the help of tractors, that takes less time and less effort also. But ploughing with the bullocks, that was taken much time, and that was very slow process. So nowadays mostly ploughing is done with the help of tractors. And if before ploughing, if the whatever soil is there, if it has become very dry, then first of all water is supplied into the field to moist the soil, and then when it becomes a little, it becomes moist only, that is not becomes much dry, then it is ploughed. So after watering the soil, if it is ploughed, that have sufficient moisture also, because for the growth of the seeds, for germination of the seeds, moisture is also necessary. So then if the soil becomes very dry, then it is watered. Then after when water is soaked, then after that when it becomes a little dry, means it have only moisture, that is not becomes much dry, then it is plowed. And after watering, if it is plowed, so whatever big soil pieces comes out in dry soil, they also do not come, they small pieces only comes out, and that takes less effort in leveling also. So leveling also becomes easy, means whatever crumbs of soil are there, they are not very strong, they breaks easily. And manuring, manures, whatever organic materials are there, means that may be cow dung, that may be compost, that may be vermicompost, so that is added. It may be fertilizers, may also be used like NPK, etc. So that may be also be added into the soil during preparation of soil, so that soil may have sufficient moisture also, sufficient nutrients also, and soil may become loose, and soil may become, land surface may become even also, so that easily sowing can be done. During preparation of soil, some of the agricultural implements means whatever instruments are used for the preparation of soil, they are called agricultural implements. So that may be of agricultural implements, whatever are used, that is plow. Plow is something like this. It is made up of wood, and it have handle here, and it have a long beam, that is called plow shaft. Plow shaft. And this is whatever, this is made up of wood, and it have a triangular iron rod, which is sharp at the front side, so that tears the soil. So that is called plowshare. That is called plowshare. And this is handle by which farmers hold it, and it have a beam over it. It is attached with a beam over it, and that beam is kept at the necks of bullocks, and bullocks are whatever animal drag it. So that beam is kept at the, this is beam that is kept at the neck of the bullocks, and they drag it. So bullocks draw the plow, and plowing is done. So that is, earlier it was done, but nowadays very rarely plowing is done with the help of plow. One more agricultural implement is used, that is called hoe. In your NCERT book, figure is given. So at page number 4, figure of hoe is given. That is also something like plow, that also have grip, that have hand, that is called handle, that also have beam, and a rod, that also have, and bent plate it have at the place of this plowshare, that have bent plate, something like this. So when it is dragged by the animal or by any animal, if it is dragged, so then it turns the soil. When it is dragged, then it turns the soil. So it help in turning the soil, it help in eradicating the weeds also. So this is also an instrument which is used in the loosening the soil. And cultivator have many means that is dragged by the tractor, cultivator. The other one is plow, hoe, and cultivator. Cultivator is drawn by the tractors, and that have many iron plowshares, you can say, whatever work is done by the plowshare. So like that many plowshare are there like this at various places. So that takes less time in plowing. So these are the agricultural implements which are used in preparation of soil. And soil is prepared completed in these three steps: plowing, that is also called tilling, leveling and manuring. After these three steps, as I told you, if moisture is less, then first soil is watered, then it is plowed and leveled and manures are added. So then that soil have sufficient nutrients also and sufficient moisture also for the germination of seed. Okay. So now after completing these three steps, soil is prepared. Now next step is, after preparation of soil, the next step is sowing seed. The second one is sowing seed. Before sowing seed, healthy seeds are chosen. To choose a healthy seed, whatever seeds are there that can be kept in water. If seeds will be put in water, then whatever seeds will be healthier, that will settle down, and whatever will be eaten by the insects, means that is not fit for sowing, so that will float at the surface of water. Sometimes at your home, maybe if wheat is washed for giving it at flour mill, then at that time when wheat is put into the water tub, then most of the wheat grains are settled at the bottom of the container, and some of the wheat grains float at the surface of water. So whatever grains, whatever seeds float at the surface of water, they are not fit for sowing. They are maybe eaten by the insects. Whatever small insects are found in the sometimes comes into the grains, that they eat up the seeds and they make it unfit for sowing. So first of all, seeds are chosen, healthy seeds are chosen, then only healthy plants can grow. From healthy seeds, healthy plant can grow. So that's why healthy seeds are chosen, and if possible, then it is dip into the fungicides, solution of fungicides, so that whatever, if fungus spores are there with the seeds, that may also be eliminated, and they may not infect during germination, means healthy plants can grow. After choosing the healthy seeds, seeds are sown into the field. Of sowing seeds is done either by broadcasting method, in broadcasting method, seeds are taken in one container by the farmer, and that is scattered into the crop field. So that method of sowing seed is called broadcasting method. In this method, whatever seeds are required means more seeds are required, because some of the seeds in this method, whatever sowing of seed is done, so some of the seeds may remain at the surface of soil, some of the seeds may go very deep into the soil. So if the seeds will be at the surface of soil, that will be eaten by the birds, and if the seeds will go very deep into the soil, they will not be able to comes out after germination, so that will be also spoiled. So that's why amount of seed is used a little more in this method of sowing seeds. The other method, that is by using traditional tools. Traditional tool. So traditional tools are used for sowing seeds. In this, a funnel like structure with the, in the diagram you may see at figure number 1.2 in your NCERT book. So a funnel like structure is there, that is behind the behind the plough, and when plough is moved, then seeds are sown at proper distance behind the plough, means that put the seeds deep into the inside the soil, and then it is covered with the soil. So in this method less amount of seed is required because seed is sown at proper distance, and in broadcasting method they are scattered only. So at some place seeds are very near to each other, at some places seed may be far away from each other. But in traditional method, means what, if traditional tool is used, then the seeds will be at proper distance and at proper depth. So it is better than broadcasting method. Seed drill is also an instrument that is used for sowing seed. It is seed drill. Seed drill, in this seed drill is used nowadays. Whatever sowing is done, that is done with the help of seed drills, because that takes less time and whatever sowing of seed is done, that is also at proper distance and proper depth. So this tool sows the seeds uniformly at proper distance and proper depth, and it ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing. This prevents damage caused by birds. Means if the seeds will be sown at proper depth, then it will germinate easily, it will be germinate properly, it will get sufficient nutrients and sufficient moisture, so seed will grow properly. And if it will be at proper distance, then that will get sufficient nutrients, means that will get proper space also, and that will grow into healthy plants. So by sowing seeds with the help of seed drill, it is better than broadcasting again. And in traditional tools, using traditional tool, it takes a little more time, but it is also better than broadcasting method, because it, in this method also seeds are sown at proper distance, but it takes a little more time, and using seed drill it takes a little less time, and seeds are also sown at proper distance and at proper depth, and the seeds are covered. And if seeds will be covered with soil, then it will not be eaten by the birds, means whatever damage is done by the, means seeds are eaten by the birds, because of that whatever damage is there, that will not be there. So during sowing seeds, it should be taken care that seeds should be sown, seeds should be of good quality, seeds should be of good quality. That's why seed is chosen, means healthy seeds are chosen before sowing seeds. So that should be free from disease. That's why I told you that before sowing seeds they should be dip into the liquids prepared which have fungicides, because spores of fungus are found everywhere. They are very minute, they are found with the seeds also, they are found in the crop field also. So if spores of fungus will be there with the seeds, then that they may infect to the seeds after germination. So they should be disease free, and they must be planted at proper depth. Seeds should be planted at proper depth and at proper distance. If seeds will be planted at very near to each other, then what will be there? In the last class in dispersal of seed, I may have told you that if all the seeds of a tree are left to fall at the at the place of the tree, and they are left to grow into the plants, then what will happen? So there will be competition between the whatever saplings will grow from the seeds, because a tree have a lot of fruits that have a very large number of seeds, so that much seeds if they will grow at same place, means they will be very near to each other, they will not get sufficient space and they will not get sufficient nutrients also, so they will not be able to grow into healthy plants. So like that, if during sowing, if the seeds will be sown very near to each other, then seeds after germination they will not get sufficient space and they will not get sufficient nutrients also. There will be competition between the saplings and they will not be able to grow into healthy plants, and that will affect the growth, affect the yield of the crop. And if they will be sown very far away from each other, suppose in large field only some of the seeds are sown, then there will be wastage of land. If in one in 1 square meter, if only one wheat plant will be there, then how much wheat that only one plant will give? That will get sufficient nutrient, that will get sufficient space, but if one plant will give, can give the wheats equal to the in that much many plants of the wheat plant can be grown. So, and then also they will get sufficient nutrients and sufficient space, they will grow in healthy plants. So if they will be sown very far away from each other, then also there will be wastage of land and crop yield will be affected. So seeds should be sown at proper distance and proper depth. They should not be sown very near and they should not be sown very far away from each other. So this is how seed is sown, by broadcasting, by traditional tools, by seed drills. One more method is there, although that is not given in your NCERT book, that is transplantation. Transplantation, from name it is clear that transfer from one field to other field. Plantation means in this method whatever seeds are there, they are sown in a small seed bed, that is called nursery. That is called nursery. In nursery, seeds are sown very near to each other, very compact. They are sown with each other, because here they will not grow in full plants, only small sapling for 4-5 leaves they are grown here in nursery. That is small seed, small area. In the small area, a large number of seeds are there, and when they have 4-5 leaves, then they are transferred into the main field. Then they are transferred into the main field at proper distance. They are sown. They are this method of transfer of saplings from nursery to the main field, that is called transplantation. And by the process of transplantation, whatever rice crop is there, rice crops also nursery is prepared first, then it is transplanted into the main field. Some of the means whatever vegetables are there, like brinjal, tomato, etc. So their saplings you may have purchased from market and you may have planted it into your garden. So that also prepared in a small seed bed, and after developing in a small sapling, they are planted in the main place where they will grow into full height and they will bear fruits and etc. So this is the method of transplantation. In this method, one benefit is there, that during transferring of saplings, you will get chance of separating whatever saplings are not healthy, unhealthy saplings, whatever weeds are there, they will also be eliminated here, and unhealthy plants can be separated. Only healthy plants will be transferred into the main field, so that plant will grow in better way and they will give a good yield. So transplantation method is also a method of sowing seed. In this video only this much. Next video we will discuss about after sowing seeds, adding manures and fertilizers and irrigation etc. means other agricultural practices, whatever tasks are done by the farmer. About that we will discuss. One question I am giving you, that you may answer in your in the comment of this video, that which organism is called the farmer's friend. Which organism found in the soil that is called farmer's friend? So this answer you may write in the comment box. Till then, thank you.